All right, cool. Thank you. Um, I am going to. So you guys are going to be starting off in the new city. It's less than 2,000 years old and was built by humans to surround the inner city. Um, there's lots of alleys in the city, in the new city. It kind of sprung up organically. The inner city was very well planned out by the Ogier Masons that designed the city. Um, and the new city was made by humans and kind of grew around the original city just because of the expanding urban cities. Um, there is also an area outside of the city proper, outside of the city walls, called Low Camelin. It's a heavily populated area, and it's consisting mostly of farmers. And there are some buildings that are like small towns that grew up around the gatehouses of the city. So I'm gonna share a map, Camelin, with you guys. Chat, just get there we go. So if you look outside of the walls of this city, you can see that there are just like small clusters of buildings outside of each. I am going to go get my book from Christy if she's done with it. While we're doing that, the next person would be Josh. Why don't you give us a quick rundown of your?
Sure. My name is Björk, and I'm pretty well known in my neighborhood. Most people would just know me as a handyman. If you've broken it, I can probably fix it. Yeah. So anyway, I'm a handyman. I can probably fix it if you've broken it, and I'm known as a pretty well liked guy, jovial by anybody, or anybody would tell you I'm a jovial person.
Josh, what was your character's name?
Björk, like the singer.
I was going to ask you to spell it.
Same spelling. Bjork. It's a family name. It's not my first name.
Okay. So I am going to do another little quick exposition dump. I think I made the point that we're in Canada. Yes.
What? Where are we at now?
Yes. All right. So here's kind of what's been going on in the past couple months. Just a quick current events type situation with the city. The great city of Camelin is in turmoil. The winter that will not seem to end has drawn thousands of outsiders into the city, filling its inns and public houses and crowding the streets with transients. A simmering spirit of unrest is on the verge of boiling over into violence. As those who see a time to bring Queen Morgos's rule to an end confront those who support the children of the light patrol the city, keen to identify dark friends and impose their own brand of justice upon them. To top it off, the recently captured false dragon to pass through the city within a few. Amid such fanfare, the Aes Sedai transporting him to Tarvalon to have him be gentle. So that was a lot of terminology, and I'm going to kind of hit each. So the Children of the Light are a military organization from another country that don't really, they're like a paramilitary group where they don't really belong to any country, but they definitely reside in a country that they control and all.
Are they actually children?
No, they are full-grown adults.
I'm just checking.
Who believe that people who can channel the one power are dark friends. So let me explain what a dark friend is. In this world, there is a definitive evil being named Shaitan. Nobody calls him Shaitan because when you do this, you get his attention and he basically will curse you. So everybody calls him the Dark One. Dark friends are people who have sworn their soul to the Dark One to help him take over the world. Usually they do it for personal gain, not so much to take over the world, because he's yet to take over the world in the past 3,000 years. So people who do this, they're generally not good people who are just trying to get ahead. Definitely evil, though. So, and then there's the term false dragon. So there are 3,000 years ago, there was a battle between the forces of good and evil, and this man, dragon, sealed away Shaitan. When he sealed away Shaitan, the Dark One cursed male channeler and sent a backlash of power through all the male, which causes them to go insane. This caused the breaking of the world, and that man was called the Dragon. So he's widely regarded as being the person who broke the world. So there is a prophecy that he will come back in mankind's greatest time of need to save the world again from the dark in a final battle called Tarmangaida. Over the years, several male channelers have proclaimed themselves to this dragon reborn. And they're called false dragons because obviously they haven't fulfilled the prophecies, so they were not the real dragon. And then Aes Sedai are the female channelers that Kimmy is. So with that, I'm going to throw the ball in Kimmy's lap, let her explain her character. Don't worry about getting facets wrong, Kim, or did I already have you? We did you first, but that was before Carrie. That was while we were having technical. So I'm going to have you do it again.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and mute myself.
Okay, so my character is named Ebo. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay. So she was from a family of gem cutters. They're kind of pretty good merchants, like known around, but she had some powers, so she was like kidnapped and taken to the tower, I think, where they educate these Aes Sedai people. And so she got her education there, and she was chosen or accepted. Yeah, so she was accepted, and she just got out of there, and she went home to say hi to mom and dad, and they're gone, and their gem shop has been burned down, and they were like murdered or something. Like, she doesn't really know, but trying to find out, and I'm really like vengeful about it, and kind of just want to like murder some people who like messed with my family and stuff, and also I'm a healer, so like I'm kind of bad at murdering people, so I'm like looking for some people that can help me with the murdering, and I'll like heal them. Yeah, and that's about basically it.
All right. So just a little bit of information about the Aes Sedai. There's kind of like an organizational tier structure where you start as a novice and you learn some stuff. You pass a trial and you become an accepted. You're not a full Aes Sedai at that, but full Aes Sedai have taken some oaths that are literally physically binding oaths. They're not capable of breaking. They're not allowed to lie. They're not allowed to make weapons to hurt anybody. And they're not allowed to use the one power, except in a couple caveats: self-defense and against dark friends and shadow spawn. Shadow spawn are monsters created by the Dark One. Kimmy is not beholden to those oaths yet, but at some point she would be expected to take the test and have to swear. That is a long time from now in terms of character leveling. So just some information there. And with that being said, I am going. So did everybody hear Rogers?
No,
Okay. So I'm going to have Rogers.
I didn't hear anyone's.
Okay. That's good to know. So I'm going to have Rogers go then, and then we'll have Josh go, and then we'll have Carrie go.
I'm eager to see how Rogers' story has changed this time.
And, there's a little bit of bookkeeping that won't take super long, and we'll start the campaign. So I'm going to mute myself.
Jordan Loofswar. I'm a glass blower. No renowned. Just basically a street merchant at best. Going through the town. Some trauma early on in my life. Gone. I don't know what the heck's going on. Still figuring things out. So that's basically my journey. People are afraid of me. Were afraid of me. I moved on to this big city to live in kind of like obscurity and figure things out so people don't put their eyes on it and hide in the background type deal. Generally trying to figure things out. So we'll see how things go. Yeah. And then the next time I have to say this, I'm going to completely change my backstory because I'm completely insane and I have no idea
I
how
did
things
get
work
that
out.
part.
Oh, okay. All right, sweet.